Hi guys, my name is Mary. I'm going to be doing the first half of July reading for you all. July 1st through the 15th reading for Cancer. How are you all today? I am doing great. I hope you guys are too. Happy birthday you all. A lot of you guys are having birthdays right now. I hope everybody has a great birthday. This is for your sun, moon, and rising signs. Oops. Sorry about that. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate, you might want to try your other signs. Already meditated on the cards, you all, before I start the video. That one. It does take me just a minute. Please be patient with me. I do try to hurry. But I gotta wait for certain cards to pop out that catches my eye. This one right here. I don't know why I want this one. Calling my name. All right, you all, let's see what we got. Justice. King of Cups. Five of Swords. Death card. The Fool card. And Nine of Wands. You're clarifying. Nine of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card. Eight of Wands. And Queen of Wands. Adjacent possibilities. And envy. I have a feeling with that envy card, you may be dealing with envious people. No need to worry. And you're ready. How do you like that? Give me just a minute, okay? You know, these cards get me excited for you. They get me excited because I almost see, not almost, I see something new and exciting and more and different possibilities than you guys are even considering right at this moment. So when I get these cards, I do see a little bit of conflict to a certain extent. Possibly not even with other people, could be in your own mind, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But overall, in general, when I see these cards, they make me feel like it's all going to be okay. There's no need to worry. You're ready for something completely out of the ordinary. I don't know why I'm feeling that way. So right now, let's just say, okay, let me just say this. If you're looking for a job, for instance, if you're looking to get back to some sort of happiness, I feel that coming in your life. I feel that if you are looking for a job, possibly you've been laid off, or you're maybe looking for a totally different career or a different opportunity or something to that extent, I see things coming in that you guys are not even thinking about right at this moment. I feel like that there's going to be certain things that pop up that you're going to be like, holy cow, Mary was right. It's almost makes me feel like you guys are going to be ecstatic about certain things that might fall into your lap a little bit. So here's the thing. Hold on, before I get back to, don't get me wrong. If you're looking for a job, you have to apply for it, okay? You have to look for one. You have to, put your application in, your resumes, whatever it is. However, it's almost like that there's something out there that has your name written on it and just waiting for you to grab a hold of it. I'm feeling like, especially you all, with this Eight of Wands, this Queen of Wands, possibly, you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. If not, this could be your energy, your fire, your passion, your determination, and you're just going gung-ho. I mean, you're not even hesitating. And especially now, with this Nine of Pentacles, it really makes me feel like you guys are going to be financially set. You're going to be financially stable. You could possibly be getting a job, if that's what this is all about in your world. You could possibly be getting a job that you will absolutely love. It may take you out of your environment. You may have to move somewhere, whether it be the town next door, whether it be in a city, whether it be in another state, maybe even another country for some of you. But this is going to be an opportunity that you have never thought of, or you have never thought that you could actually put your, you never thought that you would have the opportunity for this. And it just makes me feel like you guys are going to be tickled by the end of July, to a certain extent of, why didn't I think about that before? Because now when I'm looking at this envy card, I usually see it as people are envious of you, and honestly, I believe they are. And if they're not right at this moment, I have a feeling they're going to be, because of the fact that you're going to have these new possibilities, these new opportunities, these new job situations that might pop up into your world that you may have never thought that you would have be able to take this job for any. Okay, hold on. In the past, you would have thought, you know what, I would love to do that. But I'm not qualified. I don't have, my resume doesn't go that way, whatever. But now it's almost like that you're going to be perfect for a specific job that you have thought about, that you have wanted, that you have thought that you weren't qualified for. Now all of a sudden they might be coming to you, or once you apply for it, you may get it. So that's what is getting me excited, because I do feel, especially with this Justice, a death of a situation, which could be your old job, and a Fool going on a new journey, you guys are taking a new venture. You're absolutely, whether you're traveling somewhere different or whether you're just doing something completely different, switching careers, deciding to take a different type of job, maybe even going back to school, maybe even getting into the military, maybe you're moving back home, or maybe you've decided to move into a totally different part of the world. It just gets me excited because you guys are going to be tickled about it. You really are. Now with this Eight of Wands, some people call this the message of love. So, I always feel like that there's going to be a message coming in. And when I get this, I have a feeling more so for a lot of you guys, that this message could be that opportunity that I'm talking about, that new possibility that you may have thought that you had never had a chance at. So when I get this Eight of Wands, it makes me feel like you guys are going to be getting some sort of a message coming in. Whether this message be from the internet, emails, text messages, phone calls, it can go in a lot of different directions, but I almost feel like that you guys are going to be ecstatic. And that message in particular could be coming from a fire sign, but it could also be giving you some sort of financial security. So on the flip side of that, okay, this could be coming in a different way. With this Justice card and this Nine of Pentacles, you guys could, some of you, maybe a handful, could actually be getting some sort of a court lawsuit, or some sort of financial gain coming from an inheritance or something to that extent as well. Maybe you're selling a home, maybe you're selling an item or a business or something to that extent, and you're gaining some sort of financial gain that way. Maybe it's time to retire and you decided that you're going to take your retirement funds. There's something about these cards that makes me feel like that a lot of you guys are changing something going on in your life. Now, it may not be a job at all, and it may not be a court case at all, but it could be. And even if you may not be looking for a job right at this second when you're listening to this, you may change your mind in the next week or two, okay? So I'm just saying, there's something that's changing, that's going on in most of your lives, whether it be something small, huge. You might be moving somewhere completely different, and maybe that's where this Fool's coming in along with the Death card, and justice will be served in your favor. Your life is going to balance out. So right now, maybe if you live in a big city, you've decided to move out of the city and you've decided to move into more of a neighborhood kind of thing. Maybe if you live in a certain state, you've decided to move to a totally different state. These cards just make me feel like you guys have been, possibly, some of you anyway, have been going through a little bit of flip-flop, chaos, quarreling, arguing, possibly with other people, but possibly with just your own, which way do I go? You know, how am I supposed to deal with this situation kind of thing. So honest to goodness, and then I get this 9 of Wands right under the 5 of Swords, and it makes me feel like you guys are nurturing. And, you know, in my other cards, this is the wounded warrior, right? So it doesn't seem like a wounded warrior in this one as much, but the whole idea of this is you guys are babying something, whether it be your family, yourself, your health, your environment, your home, your job, whatever it is. You feel like you're having to look out for something specific in your life. It could be your parents or your children, or, you know, other things in your life as well. But you're babying something, you're nurturing something, and you're building and you're growing on something. And with that, it makes me feel like you guys have decided to do something different. And I just feel like that this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for a lot of you all. It gets me excited, you guys. So when I go back to this Envy card real quick, I do feel like that there's going to be people in a minute that's going to be envious of you. I mean, they might be already, but once you start getting these new possibilities, these new opportunities, these new ways of thinking, or the way you're going to be moving forward, taking possibly this new journey, there's going to be more people envious of you. However, on the flip side of that, at this moment when you're listening to this, I could actually see you guys wanting to do something different and looking and saying, you know what, I need to do something different too. My best friend just moved over here, or my best friend or my family or whatever it is just did this. Maybe I should consider that too. And that might be what puts a spark that pushes you to do something completely different. I have a really good feeling about these cards though, you all. If you guys are in a pickle, if you're feeling a little bit blue or a little bit wishy-washy because you can't figure out what to do, and you might not like the way things are being handled right now in certain situations in your life, whether it be your job or your state or your, you know, whatever it is, where you live, I just feel like that there's going to be some sort of a change for you, and you're going to take it and you're going to be absolutely tickled about it. I also have this King of Cups. Cups are water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You may be dealing with the fire or water, and of course this is you and your energy and your sign as well. So whether this be someone else in your life that may be helping you, mother, father figure, a best friend of some sort, a godparent, grandparent, you know, maybe even your children. I just feel like that this person and this energy is definitely something that you are gaining control over. You are going to be getting your emotional happiness back. If there is anything going on right now, I feel it's coming. There's going to be something about an opportunity or a possibility or a new situation that comes to you all, and you're going to be absolutely tickled. This right here says no need to worry. So if you have been worried, if you have been thinking, holy cow, what am I supposed to do about this, or what am I supposed to do about that, or how am I supposed to handle this, what kind of job am I going to get, what kind of career do I want to go back to, whatever it is, don't worry about it, because if you'll just stay on top of looking for a job, if that's what you're doing, if you stay on top of looking for a new place to live, if that's what you're doing, or it could be something completely different. You may be taking care of your parents or your children or something like that, and it could have something to do with them as well. I just feel like that there's going to be something that comes in, and I think it's going to be for almost each and every one of you guys. Whether it be something tiny or whether it be something huge, it's really going to make a big difference in your life and your happiness and your emotional security and your emotional, you're going to be emotionally happy again. It's not going to be worrisome, and it's not going to be something that you're frightened of. It's going to be a new breathing, a new weight lifted off of your shoulders, and I really feel strongly about that, you all. I'm happy to say that for most of you guys, from all of you guys, really. I mean, I can't say it for each and every one of you guys. It might not resonate, but I really feel it strong. So even if you don't know what I'm talking about right at this moment, it might come to you in another week or so, okay? Give me just a minute, okay? I'm going to rearrange. Let me show you something. This is how I feel that it's going to work out in my mind, okay? Some people get mad at me for rearranging the cards, but you know what? This is the way I like to do it. So I just want you guys to see what I see. I want you guys to be able to, to realize what's in my mind. You know, this justice card could go in so many different directions. I do see it for some of you guys, courthouse situations or lawsuits or inheritances or something like that that maybe you've been waiting on for quite some time. Some of you guys, it could be child custody or divorce or something like that that you're kind of excited about, or even to get it done and over with maybe, or even selling a business or selling something. But for a lot of you guys, this is balance that's coming back into your life. Your life is balancing out, and you're going to feel a sigh of relief and a good sense of happiness. So here's the thing, you all, okay? Here's how I'm feeling about it. With this Five of Swords, this could be arguments and quarrels and bickering and fighting, and it could be with someone else. I'll just be honest with you. It could be you in your own mind and kind of going back and forth, trying to figure out the best way for you to handle a situation or what to do about it. With this Nine of Wands, it makes me feel like you're protecting something, you're nurturing something, you're trying to build something, or you're trying to take care of something, whether this be your family, your friends, your parents, your kids, your home life, your married life. I mean, it can go in a lot of different directions. I just feel like that this is going to give you a big sigh of relief when all of this is said and done, and it tells me over here, don't worry about it. You guys, don't worry. I know it's easy for me to say because honestly, I worry too, okay? I mean, everybody worries. But if you do, when and if, hold on, you're going to see that something is going to kind of fall in your lap if you apply for it, and you're going to be absolutely tickled about it. It's going to be the death of a situation the way that you know it, whether it be that job or that home or that situation in general, because I feel like there's going to be a message coming in for a lot of you guys, and this message is going to be extremely important. So that's why I keep saying apply yourself, or apply for that job, or apply for that apartment or that home or whatever it is for you. And I feel like with this Queen of Wands, this could be a person that's helping you get through, or with this message, maybe get this job or whatever it is you're looking for. But this could also be your determination and your energy and your fire and your passion, and you're just going to go for it. And then I have this Nine of Pentacles. It really makes me feel like you guys are going to be financially secure and happy very, very soon. So that's why I say this Justice card could go in the direction of a lawsuit or an inheritance or retirement or something, but it could also go with a new job that might be giving you more money that you're going to be absolutely tickled about. With this Fool, this is that new journey, that new way of thinking, that taking that leap of faith and doing something that you will enjoy. And this is you guys getting back into your skin, especially if you haven't felt like you're very happy lately. This is you guys getting back to that. And then I have this balance and this justice and this, it's almost like I'm back kind of feeling in a lot of ways. Over here it says you're ready and no need to worry, and then you are going to have possibilities that you can't even imagine right at this second that's really going to get you excited. And I believe for most of you guys that there's going to be people that's going to be envious of you. Possibly, maybe that's where this Five of Swords is coming in a little bit too. You know, it could possibly be friends or family members or people, maybe social media, I'm not sure. But with this card, I wouldn't worry too much about it. You're going to be tickled with yourself and how you move forward and how you handle this perfect situation for you. It's an opportunity and a possibility that you guys are going to be extremely excited about. I'm serious. I feel it. I'm telling you all. This is a great reading. I hope to goodness you guys have enjoyed it today. I hope everybody has a happy birthday. If you guys are feeling a little bit like this right at this moment, don't panic over it. I feel like it's just all going to fall into place over the next week or two, and you guys are going to see exactly what I'm talking about. If you are looking for new jobs, if you are looking for a new place to live or something completely different, start looking for it, start applying for it, start moving forward towards it, and you will see something that has your name written all over it, and you're going to be happy about it. You're going to be very, very tickled about the way things work out. I really do believe that. All right, you all, this is a great reading. I hope to goodness you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have. This is your first half of July reading, July 1st through the 15th reading for Cancer. Happy birthday, you all, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.